Morning. Top Gun here. Sunday, February 7th, a little after 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Super Bowl Sunday. This is the world according to Top Gun. William James on truth. So yesterday in A Law Unto Oneself, Emerson, I didn't make one point that I had intended to. So let me just summarize what I said yesterday. So I started with Nietzsche's The Death of God in the 1880s. Basically, the scientific revolution, and especially Darwin's The Origin of the Species, made belief in religion untenable for educated people. And so for Nietzsche, that raised the specter of nihilism, the absence of meaning, the absence of moral values. And Nietzsche tried to fill this void with his concept, his idea of the Übermensch, the Superman, of, you could say, self-actualization and fulfilling your potential. And then I quoted from Emerson about being a law unto oneself, setting one's own standards, since there's no longer a real rational basis for our belief in transcendent values. We have to find our own way forward in life, our own values, and what's meaningful to us, and then that's all there is. And so I think that Nietzsche was the one who drew out the implications of evolution for ethics the best, but then I think that William James was the guy who did it best for epistemology. So historically in epistemology, the theory of truth is called the correspondence theory of truth. It comes from Aristotle, and it's the idea that your belief is true if it corresponds to reality. Makes a lot of sense. It's an epistemology theory of truth that I embraced for many years, and maybe only am now am realizing that it's not right, because evolution, right? We didn't evolve to be abstract thinking creatures to discover truth. We evolved to act in order to survive and reproduce. And so it makes sense that our minds would be geared to not abstract truth, but to survival and reproduction. And so one example, one piece of evidence that this is true is the work of Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman, who showed our use of heuristics and how they lead us astray in under certain circumstances, right? So we use these mental shortcuts that don't always work. And so what William James proposed is that something is true if it works, not if it corresponds to reality, but if it works, that is, if it furthers our aims. Now, this has to be cashed out in certain ways, right? Because you might want to say, well, religious people, a lot of studies show that religious people are happier than non-religious people, but the belief in that has been undermined by science. And so, what does it mean for something to work? And so that has to be cashed out a little bit. And I need to explore William James a little bit more to figure out what it means. But I think that William James is on the right path. Truth is what works for the implications of evolution for epistemology. So in conclusion, what evolution has shown is that ethics is the foundation of philosophy, not epistemology, which historically has been. And Nietzsche and Emerson did a great job of drawing out the implications for ethics, and William James did for epistemology.